So this is pretty fascinating. So a former Obama election manager and also a former Julián Castro deputy campaign manager has endorsed Bernie Sanders. His name is Derek Eadon. He says, I am endorsing Bernie Sanders for president. His fierce support for Medicare for All is incredibly important to me, and I believe the undeniable movement he has inspired is our best chance to beat Donald Trump. Both very strong reasons for endorsing him. Now, this is an article from HuffPost. It says ex-Castro staffer and top Iowa Democrat endorses Bernie Sanders. This is also big because it's a huge Iowa endorsement, a massive Iowa endorsement. It says Derek Eadon, a former deputy campaign manager for Julián Castro, an ex-chairman of the Iowa Democratic Party, announced his support for Bernie's presidential bid Friday, handing the Vermont senator one of his most prominent endorsements from an Iowa Democrat. Eadon, a 36-year-old veteran of Barack Obama's 2008 and 2012 presidential campaigns, does not fit the typical profile of a Sanders endorser, but a multi-year bout with trigeminal neuralgia, a rare nerve disease that causes acute facial pain, has ruined his finances and reshaped his politics. The political consultant, whose conditions has cost his family an estimated $40,000 in out-of-pocket costs and brought them to the brink of bankruptcy, said Sanders' record won him over. Eadon is now an outspoken proponent of Medicare for All and an admirer of Sanders' consistent support for the plan. Quote, something that Bernie has that other candidates don't is he has that background and that consistency. He is not just saying Medicare for All or no corporate money while he's running for president. He's been there all along. It really pisses me off when people say, we can't do Medicare for All. We're seeing constant handouts for corporations. We're seeing endless wars, nepotism, and corruption all over the place. It's naive to think that we can't expand one of the most popular and one of the most successful government programs that we've ever seen be able to provide health care. Eadon emphasized his respect for Castro and expressed his hope that the former housing secretary runs for president again. But Eadon, who worked for the Obama campaign successor group Organizing for America during the ACA fight, also now sees the theory behind nominating someone moderate to attract Republican support as naive. Quote, it's more important to have somebody in the White House where they're a constant advocate, they're very aggressive, they're fierce on these issues. Says he began experiencing severe pain in his face in 2013. In 2015, it was diagnosed as trigeminal neuralgia. So, this guy basically goes through this horrible situation, and he is basically somebody who goes through what millions of people out there go through, okay? Being bankrupted by basically coming down with these illnesses, chronic problems, of course, and, they end up going bankrupt, sometimes not even being able to get health insurance, you just don't have any. A lot of people die because, they don't go into the doctor for physicals, like, early cancer screenings, or if you're having some sort of pain and, let's say it's a cancer that's growing, a tumor that's expanding, but, you put it off because you don't have health insurance, and then boom, once it gets so bad, you go to the ER, and it turns out it's stage 4 that's already metastasized, it's too late, you're a goner. But if you would have gone earlier and you had health insurance and or if you had early cancer screenings like we have for colon cancer now, which is why it's like a 5-year survival rate is like 95%, you wouldn't end up dying at that age. You would live a longer time. A lot of people will have they'll feel like they're having a heart attack, but they won't have insurance, and so they won't go. They'll be like, I just have to hopefully it's just chest palpitations or whatnot. Maybe it's just some heartburn. And then turns out to be a heart attack and you die. If you had health insurance, you would have gone, got it checked, and you would have, survived that heart attack. So this is a big story, and this is huge. Anytime we see any Obama officials coming out to do this, it's massive because Obama has obviously come out and said, he didn't come out and said it. It's been reported that in private, he's essentially been saying, if Bernie is the nominee, I'm going to have to come out to basically oppose him and find a way to stop him. Okay, that's essentially what's been going on here. So this is an awesome endorsement. There's nothing I love more than somebody who supports the right candidate and they're doing it for the right reason. Supporting him because people need health insurance and he understands the struggle of people who need health insurance, how we need to stop endless wars, stop unfettered corporate welfare, all of that stuff. Great reasons, and I'm really excited. Shout out to Derek Eadon.